All right, so I am in the attribution module of Usermaven, and you can see that we have two different kinds of attribution reports here. One is channel and source attribution, and the other one is content attribution. So attribution is basically looking at what are the channels and sources that have been influencing your conversions, and what are the types of content, blog posts, pages people have been visiting or reading before converting. So first of all, we'll look at the channel and source attribution here. You can see here we have a conversion goal option here. So you have to select a conversion goal. It can be a thank you page. It can be a signed up conversion. It can be sign up to a newsletter. It can be a purchase or anything for which you are looking to see which channels are attributing to that conversion. So here in the drop down, you can see all of the conversion goals you have already created. We have selected one here, which is signed up. We have different attribution models here, and I have selected a few like first touch, last touch, linear, and then we have first touch non-direct, last touch non-direct, in which we remove the direct source if it's the first source from where the person visited, and if that direct is removed, then we'll look at the second source or channel in the customer journey. Then we have look back window. This is the time frame in which the system looks at the different interactions made by people who have converted in that time period before conversion. So we are looking at a time period of 180 days, which is 6 months, and conversion period is the time frame in which the conversion happened. So we are looking at all of the conversions that have happened in the last 30 days here. We have AI-powered insights. I'm going to come to that a bit later. First, look at this chart here. So we can clearly see that by all attribution models, organic search is the leading attributing factor here for conversions. Then we have direct because a lot of people can, open your website directly by typing it in the browser. If, for example, they find it out on TikTok or maybe some other sources where links are not an option, so they find your website from there and then they open it on the browser directly. Then we have referral, which is third-party websites that have referred traffic to you and people have converted, paid search, and organic social, email, and other campaigns. By the way, you can create your own custom channels here as well if you want from custom channel mapping. Now look at the table here. So all of the channels are listed here, and we can see how many visitors we have received from each of those channels. Each of those visitors, for example, organic search shows that more than 500,000 visitors have touched organic search before conversion. And basically, not all of those people have converted, but 741 people out of these people have actually converted. And they have at least visited your website through organic search at least once. And 703 out of 741 have signed up with the first touch of organic search here. And if we expand it further, we can even find out the search engines that are sending traffic here. Now, let's look at some of the other models. For example, 675 conversions have happened with the last touch of organic search. And linear attribution shows where linear is the type of attribution where the influence is distributed among all the channels people visit equally. So if, for example, there are two channels like organic search and maybe paid search, then both of them will get 50-50% of the contribution here. And then we have first touch non-direct, uh, first touch, last touch non-direct. So you see there are some differences here. For example, the last touch shows 675. The last touch non-direct shows 721, which means that there are roughly how many? Roughly 25 and 21. So roughly 46 conversions, if I'm not wrong, have had last touch as their direct source. So we've removed that, and now we're looking at the second last touch basically. The second last touch of 77, 21 conversions was organic search in this case. And if you're running any paid campaigns here, you can look at the paid search column and we see the campaign source, medium, campaign ID. You can also pass campaign name if you want to identify which campaigns, ad sets, and ads are performing well here. So we can clearly see different campaigns here and how many conversions have been influenced by them and how many of those conversions came by the first touch of those campaigns. If you're running any email campaigns or other campaigns, you can look at that data as well. Now, if we look at the AI-powered insights, so what AI-powered insights basically do, they uh, cut out all of the information that we have seen in the table and we have seen in the charts. So you don't have to look at that information if you don't want to, and you'll get exactly the most important insights from the data. So, for example, we can look at the best and worst performing channels here. Organic search, as we saw in the table and in the chart, it is the best performing channel and it has the most number of influence conversions. This data gets refreshed every 24 hours, so there can be slight discrepancy depending upon the time when you load it. I loaded it some time ago, so it refreshed pretty quickly as you've seen here. But if you come back again tomorrow, it will take the fresh data and it will show you the insights. So here we can see the campaign level performance. We can see how many conversions have been influenced by different channels, the impact of different models here. We can see some opportunities and recommendations as well. So for example, it tells us that ChatGPT has a very high conversion rate. And as you know, like AI search engines are getting a lot of traffic and a lot of people are searching for different kinds of solutions on ChatGPT and Perplexity, for example. So you can look at the opportunity here that you need to optimize your content and your brand awareness for AI search engines as well. Now let's look at conversion paths. So yeah, so the report is here. So conversion paths basically gives you all the paths people have taken to convert. In this case, 575 conversions came directly from organic search without any other touch point or any other channel source. So similarly, here is another report which shows that 16 conversions came from organic search, but but those people who converted, they also came directly as well, like they opened the website directly in the browser as well. And 5 conversions were referred by some websites before, and then they came from organic search again. So there are lots of channels here, as you can see. For example, there are lots of single conversions that have taken multiple touches to convert. We can switch between channels and sources here. So let's go back to the first. So here, for example, previously by channel we were seeing organic search, and now we see that Google is the search engine that has brought us the most conversions. And we can also see the campaign names or the websites and different referrals that have brought us conversions here. So pretty powerful here to see which channels, which referrers, which campaigns are actually bringing in conversions and how many touch points they have during the customer journey. As the name suggests, it's a pretty simple report. If you are curious about like how many days it takes for a person to convert since their first touch, so here we can see most of the conversions they convert on the first day. Then there are some conversions that convert in the second day, some conversions convert in the third day, so on and so forth. So this can totally depend upon your business. If your business has a long sales cycle, then obviously not most of the conversions would happen on the first day, and some conversions might take a few days or weeks or months maybe. So this was all about channel and source attribution. I'm going to come back with another video, content attribution. Thank you.